What is up, my lovely people in BluCranium land? So I know in my last piece before I ended, I said that I would do something that had no pencil sketch involved and just a random pen to the paper and, let the ideas flow. So as I was going through my folder of pieces that I've worked on or started, like the pencil sketch, like in this one, I was like, you know what, let me finish this before the folder just ends up being an unfinished folder and stuff never gets done, or it never gets finished up. So for this piece, I titled it, What is the Remains, or what would be the remains of the city left up above? And I'll get to that in just a moment as to what is my thought process. So I've seen a bunch of illustrations with skulls and with tentacles and squids and octopuses and kind of all wrapped up through the skulls, and I pretty much wanted to do my version of it. So when I first started drawing this piece, or when I started the rough pencil sketch, I don't remember, this must have been like maybe a few months ago, I just drawn the skull and I drew the tentacles, and it kind of looked just so incomplete, like just with that on the page. So as I got back to it, I was just done watching the movies of I don't know if anybody probably remembers these, but one of them is Deep Impact, which has got Morgan Freeman in it, and the other one was The Day After Tomorrow. So the cool thing that's unique in these movies is the fact that they both have a storyline that features a huge, ginormous tidal wave that just sweeps up the eastern seaboard, or pretty much any city or place that's around the sea. And when I first looked at the movie, I think it was Deep Impact was the very first one that I seen, I was just blown away by the special effects and pretty much the storyline. And I'm sure these storylines are based on things that could possibly and may if in fact could possibly happen on Earth. But it's just scary to think, if there was a day like that, can you imagine, if you had like a beach house, or you live by the beach, and it was just one of your regular days where you just woke up and just were sipping a cup of coffee, maybe tea or juice, and you happen to look out the window and you see this huge tidal wave just coming racing. What would your thoughts really be? It's like game over. And so that's what I wanted to illustrate in this piece. So pretty much what I did was, what I wanted to show is, can you imagine maybe there was a diver in the ocean or in the sea just when this was about to happen, and had one of those cameras which you could use to take pictures underwater. So this would kind of be like his last snap at the world up above, or at least what he remembers it being like before this huge tidal wave hit. So that's what I kind of wanted to show it to you guys in this piece, so I kind of show the skull, like it has that surprised, scared kind of look in this. And I just wanted to practice different storytelling when it came to this. And if you look at the left corner right now, I wanted to give the illusion of abstract waves. So what I did was I just used the pen and just made these wavy lines. Now that I look at it, it almost looks like kind of like jeans fabric if you were to zoom in on it. So I think that was unintentional, but as I draw these pieces, I'm always listening to some music, or just letting the vibes of the music carry me away. And I think that's usually when I do my best art. at least with these traditional ones. I mean, like, with the digital ones, I've always said, like, there's always the double tap. But in these ones, when you don't have that double tap feature fully accessible to you, I mean, you are really cautious as to where you put a line, because that's permanent. I mean, I know I've said this in other videos, but sometimes when you put down the line on the paper or the canvas or the paint to canvas, sometimes you can have a nice cool accident happen, and that unintentional stroke on the piece of paper becomes your very own story to tell. So yeah, these pieces, I know I'd said in the earlier one that it's all about real estate, and I think you can clearly tell that I'm still putting real estate as part of them. I mean, because at the end of the day, people and real estate are always going to be, there's always going to be a connection. There's never going to be a day where somebody might not need a house. I mean, there are new innovations in housing where you have like the container homes, and I think that's something really cool, especially when you think of like the housing market and how the price of houses are going just through the roof. So yeah, but as I talk to you guys and I record this, I mean, it's kind of cool to just look back at the art as I created it and to see what were my thought process while I created it, and wanted to share it with you guys. So yeah, but with that being said, guys, guess I'll go ahead and wrap the video up by saying, keep creating, keep drawing, and as always, I will see y'all on the other side or the next video. So hopefully y'all enjoyed this one and the story that was attached behind this. So take care, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.